Good morning, guys. This is David from Busy Bee Farms, and today I am going to have Matthew with me, and we're over at my mom's house, and she has a water leak somewhere between her water meter and where it goes into the house in the garage. It's got a valve just inside the garage where they can shut off the house. Shut that off, and the little wheel on the meter at the street still spins pretty significantly. The water department came out, and obviously anything past the meter is the homeowner's responsibility, but they said they've always found that it's right at where the copper pipe that comes out of the meter, it connects over to PVC to go to the house, that it'll either be leaking there or right where it goes into the house, because the house will settle, so and it'll crack that pipe right where it goes into the house. She has a full basement home, so the water line comes in 42 inches below surface grade. So we dug that out. It's not leaking there, and it's not leaking at the meter. It's leaking somewhere in between. So she's got a really nice tree that I don't think the tree roots are to it because it's so deep. I mean, we're talking about at 42 inches where it come out of the house, it went down to go underneath the retaining wall and everything. So I don't think that little tree's the cause of it. But we are going to replace that PVC line into the house with a 3/4 inch PEX, and I was going to bring you guys along today. So we've had our machine for 2 years, about a week shy of 2 years. It's done fabulous. We'll also talk about the new bucket that I got from USA Attachment. That's considered a graveyard bucket, but I had them special make that. 14 inches was as narrow as they could go, but I'm able to get in and around utilities really well with it. But it has like a zero kickback to where it'll go straight down, so my holes are not curling out as we go. So we're going to talk about that. I'll give you the exact hours on the machine, but we're somewhere around 2,200 hours on it, doing the work for the utility, the communications company that we do work for. I use it just about every single day. So stay tuned, and we're going to get unchained and everything, and we'll get started. All right, guys. I've got 2,131 hours on the machine. I'm going to activate the hydraulics, set this spool off. The only thing that I do not like about this new bucket is the way that they made the attachment. My thumb doesn't close all the way. I did do a little trimming on it with cutting torch, and I got it to where it will go down a lot more, but that's all the way closed. So that's as much closed as the thumb will do. It's a smooth bucket. I wanted a smooth bucket. I apologize if I flop y'all around. I don't have a good camera mount, so I got you stuck in my pocket. Try to let you see what I'm seeing. mom's driveway is paved, so we're going to use an air missile underneath the sidewalk and underneath her driveway. Now, this is not something that I normally use, but I've borrowed it to try to get this done without having to cut her driveway. I'm sure she appreciates me tearing her grass up a few days before Christmas, but she'll appreciate not getting a ginormous water bill, because her water bill last month, I think she said, was like $200, $300, something like that. And when she talked to the water department, they told her, say, well, you need to prepare yourself, because this month it's really going to be high, 2 to 3 times what it was last month. Now, like I said, I've already dug this up once, so I know where the water line is going in. But if you can see, in this corner right over here is where we previously dug it up. I stuck some cardboard boxes over it and threw the dirt back in so it wouldn't freeze until I could get back down here. Getting the hoses and stuff set up, but what my plan is I'm gonna open this hole up down to where it goes into the garage, and then we are going to use that air missile to go out into the yard. It's the air missile with it that they use to put fiber underneath the road or whatever. It's kind of like a directional bore, but you can't direct it. You set it. Once it gets going in the ground, there ain't no changing its path. It's on its way. So you gotta set your height and direction before it gets in the ground, and I'll try to show you guys. And I don't normally use it, but I asked if I could borrow it because I don't want to saw cut her driveway. to get my hole opened back up. Get down here to it.
Alright, you're down the cardboard.
So Matthew said we're down to the cardboard. Go ahead and rake that out and see if we're to it. See how the bucket turns back and I can get right up to the wall? That's the advantage of this bucket. That's why I wanted to get this bucket, was for that purpose right there. The Kubota bucket, it does really good, but it doesn't turn back flat like that. And I was welding steel plates over the teeth, and they would last from a couple weeks to a couple months, just depending on how hard the surfaces were that I was digging in. So this one I got solid hardened steel cutting, smooth cutting edge. It's replaceable, it's just bolted on. Like I said, we just put the cardboard box in there to kind of keep the dirt off of our water line, because we knew we were going to be digging this back up in the next few days. So this made it to where we didn't have to dig searching for that line. Just dug down to the cardboard. Then I threw the dirt back over top of it just to keep it from freezing, because we have got some cold weather, and it looks like the entire country is fixing to get an Arctic blast. So we're supposed to go down to like 4 degrees tomorrow night into next morning, with the high in the teens, which I know for some folks that's, you know, just normal, but here in Tennessee, that's not normal. That's cold. We're supposed to be getting freezing rain. It's going to start out as rain. It's going to be 58 degrees starting out as rain, and then it's going to that cold front's going to slam that moisture packets coming in that front. The cold front's following in behind it. Do we have the 5 foot? And it's supposed to switch over very quickly from rain to snow, and then any moisture that's on the ground is going to freeze up. So we're going to have black ice.
You got like 6 foot.
Okay. All right. we've got enough for our entrance pit for the air mole. Get it started, and then we'll come out and dig us an exit pit.
What is that?
All right, guys, so this is what I'm calling an air hammer. The air goes into the tail of it, and or air missile. And you can see it's kind of shaped like a missile. So this part, the nose, just kind of, there's a big hammer inside, and the air pushes it and it slams against the front and pushes itself through the ground. So Matthew's getting it in the hole and gonna get it set up and everything. And I gotta get this hose laid out. All right, guys, so I don't know if you can see or not, but Matthew's got the missile lined up, aiming it just in a straight line back to the machine over here, where I'm going to dig a receiving pit. And he's making sure that it's like half bubble down to hold the tail up enough to where, you know, it'll aim down. So we're going to get the compressor going. It'll be a little loud. Then we'll show you how this thing works. All right, guys, so we got it started. You can see how it kind of does. And Matthew is standing on it to get it started in the ground. We're going to double check our level. All right, that's all right. At least it's not going to come up. So.
Right, we can dig down to find it.
All right, so we're going to get started. Turn the air onto it. There it goes. You can see as you hear it hammering, it just drives itself through and it pulls the air hose. Lined up to come out over here by my machine. All right, Matthew, I'm going to shut it off just a minute, and I'm going to dig over here. I'll see if Daryl can run this. All right, so we are going to try to dig a receiving pit. One of the legs broke off the tripod, so it's going to sit even worse.
I don't know. Check our depth over here. 32? Yeah. 36. Now you're like 4 foot. Pretty much. Okay. Well, here's this camera. Let you get out. Alright, now we're digging. I guess this is our other pit to go underneath the driveway. We got a string line from over there to where we missiled over there. Chasing rocks. appreciate it. Alright, I'm gonna measure this. I'll be right back.
All right, guys, so we've got the missile set up, and I trenched on across, connected that, and then on the other side over here, we dug from the meter. I nicked the line, and it started spraying, so we went ahead and shut the water off, which we're fixing to cut it loose and switch it over anyways. But we're shooting for right in here to receive it. So we're gonna get started here. All right, so Matthew's trying to get it started into the hole. This was a really, really rocky area right here. Put 1 foot back here, Matthew. Having a hard time getting started in this rock. All right. I think you got it now, Matthew. Keep holding down on it. No, not down. Yeah, just get it started in, and then we'll recheck it. Now go back to that end. There it goes. All right, so now that we've got it started, Matthew's going to check his level. We want a full bubble down because the driveway leans, and we're gonna give that a try. Just keep holding it until it gets in. Like half. Matthew's tightening that in the end. If you twist the hose around, it'll make the air hammer go backwards. So he's trying to make sure it's twisted all the way in for it to get the full pressure forward. I'll pick you guys up on the other side. Alright, we're gonna see if Matthew can do it again. Let's see if it comes out and we're deep enough. I can feel the vibration under my feet, so it should be getting pretty close. Is. All right, be right back. All right, so Matthew's got it in reverse, and we're pulling the air missile back out backwards, and pulling the 3/4 inch PEX in. And Daryl got some just some little wire that we're gonna run with it, that way if we ever need to locate it, it's got a wire with it. As it comes out, Matthew's got to keep tension on the line so that that air hose don't get kinked at the tail end of the missile.
Which we just replaced the hose.
Yeah, we just replaced it this morning. It's not ours, but because they're letting us borrow it, we went ahead and paid to replace it.
Should be about there. 19 feet.
The pavement is. Sounds like it's getting close. You're almost there. Yeah. Now we got the little short hose and the tail of the missile.
Yeah, I see the missile.
I gotta set you down in a minute, guys. All right, guys, so I've got the PEX tied in here. The little wire we just ran into the meter and wrapped it around so that if we need to locate it in the future that we can. And we're gonna go in the garage. All right, guys, so this is where the water line comes into the house. I put me a 90 on there, turning it straight up. Put me a fitting here to take it over to PEX, crimped it on, and our locate wire is taped up right there if we ever need to locate it. So now all we have left is to backfill our ditches. All right, guys, so we finished up. Just put down some grass seed, some winter rye, and you can see that I got it backfilled up over there. Got this in, and then got that down there. Next time I'm down this way with some gravel, we'll get that fixed back up. So anyways, I appreciate y'all watching. If you've not done so before, please click